Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So the three levels I gave you yesterday are still very much in play, and I don't think much is going to change. We've got quite a bit of data coming out today and tomorrow, and we're also heading in towards the tail end of the year. So I suspect the volatility is going to pick up a little bit as well. But there's nothing really worth trading on the DAX. As I said yesterday, we're still stuck in this range. We've sort of been playing above and below it for quite some time, basically since June this year, beginning of June actually, beginning of June. And since then, when we've broken the downside, broken the upside, but we've really keep coming back into this area between 15,834 and 15,524. So nothing really changes on the 3-hour. You can see we had a fairly decent move up, but then all the way back down again below the 155. And never a good sign when it's doing this. This gap to the downside is still a magnet. This gap is also open in my eyes. So there's two big gaps to the downside, but it's been a solid move up into a consolidation pattern. So typically, when this happens, the continuation is to the upside. We do have a crossover the moving averages, but moving averages are all flat. Look at my oscillators, they've crossed over and pointing down, which is indicating more downside to come. Wouldn't surprise me to see us tag. I was going to fine tune this a little bit, just to tag this breakout here, and that is 15,510, 15,500 being a round number. Definitely would be something that the bears would be targeting. I don't really see anything else on the DAX at the moment. I really would not want to be chasing shorts, and I wouldn't want to be chasing longs either. So for me, this is clearly sideways. I think the only way you're really going to be able to trade this is if you're on sort of a 5 or a 3 minute chart and looking for the structure. But even there, you can see not really anything except for these gaps. You can see all the gaps on the way up. Always an indication that there's a move coming. But I suppose this here at the close of the gap was probably your only trade there. You could have had something like a 30-point stop loss for 130-point gain, but then you wouldn't have got the slide anyway. So at the moment on the 5-minute trend is down, so it does look like more continuation to downside. So if you do want to be trading this thing, you're probably looking at the 5-minute. Get your levels in on the hour at least so you can see what's going on, and then pay attention to your hour oscillators as well. Because if your hour oscillators are indicating that you're in a buying area or you are oversold, overbought, pay attention to where the closest level is, and then you've got possibly got a good chance to climb into this. So those of you that are on leave or vacation at the moment, as most of us in South Africa start going into holiday mode soon, it's definitely something you've got the time to watch it. So look for the structure and you can get in and out pretty quickly. But it's not my style. I don't really like trading like that. 15-minute would be the lowest I'd be looking at, to be quite honest. But for me, this is sit on hands. I don't see structure on the higher time frames. So yeah, it's pay attention to these levels because a break comes, it's going to be pretty violent, especially towards the tail end of the year. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.